Okay, so this is kind of a part two, I guess, to the video I made a couple days ago. Um, Various people who are a lot smarter than me are basically saying, like, uh, we either go up from here or go down. Who knows really what is going to happen? I don't want to freak any of you out, so I'll tell you what my plan is. No matter what the market does, I am not selling. Like I said, I'm not selling any XRP basically ever. Um, and that also goes with the XDC that I have left over. So, because I did cash out quite a bit. But I wanted to talk about XDC. It's kind of funny, right? So, how am I going to try to reconcile what happened with my XDC? And so, like, basically, here's like a pretty funny story. A couple years ago, I bought in to XDC when it was like fractions of a penny. Like, it was pretty cheap. And I dropped like $340 on it. And I ended up with like, pretty big bag of it. And I ended up staking it on an exchange called Alpha EX, which is really funny, right? Because when I first started looking at XDC, it would have cost me about like just over 3 or 4 grand to get $10 million, or not, sorry, excuse me, to get 10 million tokens. And then I would have stood up my own node where I would have been getting paid like almost 8% APR on just running a node. And I was like, well, why would I do that? I had the money, but I was like, XDC seems kind of weird. Why would I do that? I'm not really seeing much from it except, some pretty good researchers that were finding documents and stuff. And then now in hindsight, it's really funny because R3 basically came out and said that they are using XDC. And if you know who R3 is, if you don't, look it up. They had some stuff with Ripple a couple years ago. But R3 is a huge banking consortium, and they're really helping along with Ripple into they're kind of enemies, I guess you could say, but they're really helping usher in the blockchain technology into the new financial sphere or system that they're looking to roll out. But okay, back to the story. So I was like, nah, whatever. I don't want to sell my XRP, which was at like 30 cents at the time. Sell any XRP to stand up a node. So I was like, nah. So I bought quite a bit of them, and then just held on to them. But how many times am I gonna kick myself in the nards over this? I'm not, because I believe that there are more opportunities. So what happened was, if I would have committed, just that I want to say it was like $3,400, to buy 10 million of them and stand up a node, I could be retired right now. It hurts a little. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't play my cards right. But I'm not really that worried about it. It's one of those just like, oh darn, I'm not gonna be depressed about it or anything. But these opportunities, they come and go, and even though my belly guts were telling me, hey, maybe maybe do this, and maybe that was God saying like, hey, buddy, maybe take a look at this. Instead, I went with the my confirmation bias and continued to buy XRP. Hopefully in the future that pays off. I still believe in XRP, and I'm not giving up on it at all. I think that the case is going to be settled this year. So unfortunately, it's not looking like, I mean, if you really look at how long we have a bull market left, if this is just some sort of crazy retail bull market and there's not really that much institutional adoption, if you historically look, we have like weeks to 2 months left but anything can happen. Like I talked about, like the great crypto renaissance, anything can happen. So I think that this time might be different, but it's more likely that this time is not different, in that we are gonna move out of this bull cycle, and if you want to sell, that's up to you. I'm perfectly prepared for XRP to go back down to the 50 to 80 cent range. I think that this time around we're going to make higher lows, meaning when we do go into this nasty bear cycle, provided that this is just a standard market cycle, when we do go back into this, I don't think we're going back down to 12, 11 cents. Nope. Bitcoin's not going to 3,600. Nope. Never again. Unless something happens and like Bitcoin gets banned or whatever. It's not happening. So I'm prepared. I'm fully prepared. You do what you feel like you have to do. If you want to, if let's say you bought an XRP at 80 cents and you're feeling like you want to scrape some profits off the table, that's totally cool. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. I mean, like if you play the game and you're able to walk away with some extra money, like that's what we're here for, right? So, but me personally, gosh, I hate that saying. I am not in it for just scraping profits on the table. I did that with shitcoins this season. It was fun. I bought a sectional couch, so it'll be here on the 28th. I'm not in it for that. I'm here for the two big sells, and then I'm holding on to, like, if you want to know what I believe is the magic number, if this is going where I think it's going, I'm holding on to 10,000 XRP, like, for life, period. If I can make enough to not work and have more, then if I hold on to 20, 30,000 XRP, then cool. Liam will be pretty happy with that, hopefully in the future. Managing it's going to be tough. I think that when they do stand up some sort of like institutional custody for XRP, basically like a crypto bank, I would much rather store my crypto there than have to manage my own seed phrase and everything myself. It's kind of stressful. I mean, honestly, like, because people are smarter than you and I. They're way smarter and in some cases more desperate. So you can look up reports, or not reports, but like articles about people like getting robbed like at gunpoint for their crypto. That's why it's important, if you are going to like get on crypto Twitter or whatever, like never tell anybody how much you have. Some would say never tell even your wife how much you have. My wife knows, she invests too. So, because modern day marriage is betting someone half your stuff that you'll be together forever. So, when institutional custody comes out, I'll probably, for retail people, like if Navy Fed, for instance, stood up institutional crypto custody, I would be inclined to use that service and deposit my XRP there. Any other stuff, I don't care. I'll hold it myself. But the big thing, right? I could kick myself in the butt all day long. I missed out on XDC. I still have some. I still have quite a bit. But what is the point in that? What I'm going to do is look for the next XDC. And it's out there. It's out there. This asset class is still so young. What we got to do, is I can't stress this enough, dude. Get on crypto Twitter. You know how Twitter has like different realms or whatever, like, there's political Twitter, there's meme Twitter, there's all sorts of stuff, right? Well, crypto Twitter is like a real space, and it is where you can basically, a lot of people are going to do the hard work for you. Like all the research and stuff, because everyone's just trying to spread this information. So get on Twitter. If you want my handle, I'll drop it in, if you have a way to get a hold of me, and then you can, through that, you'll see the network of the people that I'm kind of in with. And then, you can start sticking your head out there. You can just lurk. A lot of people that I know just lurk. I kind of lurk too, but I like to shit post. So there's always the next one. Okay. And I'm not saying the next Bitcoin. Bitcoin's never going to be replaced. There's too many people are backing it now. I mean, like, you look at Grayscale. Gosh, what's that one? I think that's the one Michael Saylor's in charge of, right? But that was a huge deal. They started, and then Tesla, right, allocating a lot of their liquid cash into Bitcoin. That's the future. Okay, I think that proof of work. Look it up if you don't understand that terminology. I think proof of work is going to go away because it's not good for the environment unless they can find some sort of way to make it more energy efficient. The XRP ledger is 57,000 times more energy efficient than Bitcoin. And that's just XRP. I mean, it was like the third crypto like ever created. Like, don't quote me on that. So, but get out there, look for the next one. Look for the next one. I'm not gonna, wallow. Okay. I'm not gonna be sad about it. I think to myself, it's kind of a blessing that, and maybe I'm just coping, but it's kind of a blessing that that this happened, so that I can work more with going with my gut on something, and I've been able to pull a lot more liquid cash out of the market this time that I can, play around and it doesn't hurt. So play with the house's money, right? Make enough money, take your stuff back out of the market, set aside money for taxation and stuff, But and then you're playing with free money that you earned, I guess you could say. So be looking out for the next one, okay? I'm not necessarily like the go-to source, but I just want to bring some perspective, just stay vigilant with everything. We're all gonna make it. We just have to, take that bet. So, and I'm still, all in on XRP. So I'm still holding that bet.